Shadow Realm.
All right. Hey, Test Kitchen. I'd like reset after a minute because nobody was coming in, and like now it's like TikTok is just like, you can die. No more for you. Now the only one here. Oh, hey, Naomi. You were for a second. Now there's one other person. Oh, but yeah, you were the only one here for a while. How y'all doing? I'm still inviting people. But yeah, TikTok is like, fuck you. Hey, Tulip. I think I am. I'm just having a headache. I have migraines. I've had migraines since I quit Seroquel, which is unfortunately pretty common with psychedelics. How you doing, Tulip Futures? I painted the most adorable Totoro for my grandbaby today. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm using my keffiyeh as a ice pack holder because my headache is radiating heat. So yeah, this is my life right now. What medium, Naomi? Okay. Oh, you were typing that. I have to take a shot for migraines. Ugh, that's rough. Hey, LZBK. Can you use caffeine to help? Caffeine helps and hurts sometimes, and I'm also on the antibiotics, so I don't know. Well, if I can use ibuprofen, I should be able to use Excedrin. Hey, I get migraines too. Sending love. Thank you so much, LS. LZ. LS. Ugh. Thank y'all for 1,000 likes already. I know I'm late and the algorithm rewards consistency, but my body's doing some things. But just because I'm not consistent doesn't mean you gotta drop me like that, dog. It really is. Let's see what else we got. I'm not dying for the second shift. If it doesn't work out, I quit the live and lay down. Yeah, play some video games. All I have is mobile games right now because I don't have a console. And I'm very much desperate for Nintendo to not be the only thing on the handheld market. You're not the only one I've noticed. Think they're trying to taper us off, ruining the user experience. I want to take a nap too. Naps are love. Naps are life. What do you mean, tulips? Yeah, like my thing's not moving at all. Like new people aren't even coming in. So we aren't sad when the app is gone. Oh, Rand Paul apparently blocked them being able to ban TikTok, so it's not happening. It's not that. It's that TikTok fucking sucks. Also, you're in Australia. You're not. Nothing's happening to you. Somebody said it in my live earlier. They're not banning TikTok because Rand Paul blocked it. Blocked the ban. It would ruin the app here as well. Why? I mean, it sounds unlikely, but like it's not impossible. It's improbable, not impossible, right? Hey, Flames, welcome back. Ugh. Americans are mostly all. American Care is mostly all I see, but I'm also American. It would empty out the app. Most of the content here is American. That's weird. How you doing, Flame? I mean, maybe you would see more Australian content without the American content clogging up your feed. Also, like, Let's take the emphasis off of America real quick because this is the United States. You'd still have Mexico and Canada in terms of America. The app isn't, if the app does get blocked, it's not getting blocked in those places. It's just here. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for sharing because TikTok sure does have me in the damn shadow letter. How you doing, Kevin? Free Congo. I only see one source for the Rand thing from Hacker News. Oh, okay. Well, people say whatever they want to say on the internet. Hello, Miller. Hey, Mel. Sitting away from Matilda at school. You know how it is, migraine times. Yeah, TikTok has me in the damn shadow realm. How'd you enjoy your birthday, Kevin? It was fine. I worked, had dinner with my son. That's cool. That's awesome. And boy, do I have stories to tell the chiropractor when I get back to where I am. There's so many states that are in a racist time warp. What do you mean? Racism is literally American tradition. I hurt myself getting up in the bed. I hurt myself on my left side. Well, it feels like my rib cage. And my neck made a very interesting popping sound a few days ago, although it doesn't seem that much has come from it, and it doesn't seem my neck is different. Yeah, big eek. Hey, Dan. Hello, Super Nemo. What's really more concerning is the rib cage because that still hurts. My neck is fine for the most part. Like, I have a normal amount of neck stiffness. Hello, Seal. Hello, Bree. Oh, now it's like, all right, we waited you out. Hello, Rob. Hello, Scott. Hello, DJ. If Jesus loves me, he needs to give me housing and money. Hello, Justin. Hello, Char. Hello, DeWalt. Hello, Credit. Hello, William. Hello, Singularity. Hello, Big Randy. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Mattia. Hello, Sweet Tea. Hello, James. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, welcome back, Just Me. Hello, Christopher. Hello, Karen. Hello, Turning June. Hello, Monique. Hello, Alexis. Hello, Ophelia. Oh, Ophelia. Oh, hello, Cheese. Hello, Baked. Hello, Brosif. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Susan. Hello, James. Hey, Patrick. Oop, wrong button. What happened? Hello, BT. Homeless. Jesus will help you. I think I'm just gonna sleep like Jesus slept through the Holocaust, if you don't mind. Also, Michelle, why do you have more of an issue with the word than more of the issue at hand? Jesus said to feed the poor. Naomi, nah, don't bother with Patrick. Is the opposite also true? What are you talking about, Nashville? Hello, Queen. My pronouns are he, him, Patrick. They're on the screen. I know you know how to read because you are a normal stalker. Hello, Soy. Hello, Valerie. Or Virit or something. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Megan. Hello, Glass. Very cute, Patrick. Very cute. How you doing? Hello, Anne Marie. Hello, ASMR Everything. Hello, Guard. Tell you what, get a job and I'll call you her. Tell you what, get a job and I'll call you her. That's what you've been calling me. So I guess I magically have a job now. I guess you have willed it into existence. Hello, Rusty Dusty. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Jose. Hello, Josie. Hello, Tiki. Hello, one other. Hello, that one. Hey, that one. Congratulations. All right, well, you did the thing. Hello, Connor. Hello, Ryan. The message that you posted about welfare, is the opposite also true? What the fuck are you talking about, Nashville? Hello, Survivor. Hello, Ren. Hello, Wango Mango. Hello, Onikogi. Hello, Country. Hello, Levert. Hello, JCS. Fractals. Hello, Fractals. Hello, Cheesecake. Bro, nobody want to help somebody who ain't helping themselves. Okay, Patrick. Oh, it's the cross earrings. Y'all see the cross earrings and think I'm a Christian. Just so you know, Goths have been appropriating Christianity for like ever. But I guess you missed the part where I'm alt. Hello, Brittany. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Mike. Hello, peeps. Hello, Rena. Hello, Jason. Patrick, you're not worth a real response. Like, you can sit here all you want and it doesn't really change anything. There's no girl in here. Hey, Houseless. What's up, Jason? How you doing? Hello, Butter. Hey, Mel. How you doing? Are we allowed to block people? We're gonna wait. Patrick is the first stalker to come in. Actually, honestly, Patrick is the only stalker that's really here. I think everybody else has moved on. So yeah, we're gonna keep Patrick around. Also, I jumped up to 83 views from like fucking 5. Potato chip. I agree. Right on. So go take a nap. You're good. Okay, mystery, what job do you suggest I get? Welfare is not a career path. Nobody says it is. Where up here does it say welfare is a career path? People are, and also, you realize that you're closer to being on welfare than you are being a billionaire, right? Try McDonald's. Already did. They didn't hire me. Now what? Ugh. Nobody can survive solely on welfare anyway. Yeah, that's my thing. Try Wendy's. Applied for Wendy's. They didn't hire me. Also, I like letting Patrick think he has all the bright ideas. He's a particular one. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Marie. Subway. If somebody tries to rob me, I need to be able to pew pew them. So no, I'm not gonna try Subway. Wondering why you don't ring you. Y'all kids beg for handouts. Whose kids? Are you just being like misogynoir by saying all people that you perceive as black women have kids? For real, nobody's bailing out homeless people. Oh, the Illuminati's here. Hey. Maybe that's why I wasn't getting any views. Uber Eats with what car? Are you gonna buy me a car, Patrick? Think they're saying you are a kid. Oh, okay. Uh, you looking for a guest? I wanted to ask you some questions. No, actually, I'm not really looking for a guest. Try Burger King. There aren't a whole lot of Burger Kings in this area, actually. Minnesota isn't one for Burger King, which is kind of sad. I got a question. What's the question, Bex? I get food stamps and a decent amount of money, and it's still not enough. Exactly. Hey, Kat. No worries, man. Just asking. You're good. But where do you shower? At your mom's house. You have time to be on TikTok. You could job hunt and write a resume. And you have time to be on TikTok and you could job hunt and write a resume. It's what's weird is people complaining about me being on TikTok while they're also on TikTok. Man, you bring down the culture. Oh my God, I'm gonna pin that. That's awesome. Dude, that's a ska band. Bro. Patrick, I knew you had talent. Something tells you were giving me like songwriter vibes or something based on your profile picture or some shit. So I was like, man, something tells me Patrick's gonna work out. Something tells me if I let Patrick stick around, something's gonna happen. And bam, that is a song title. You bring down the culture. You know I screenshotted that shit. I'm sending that to everybody. Like, everybody where I'm at is, like, in a band or some shit. Man, you bring down the culture. I'm gonna give that to Xochi. Be like, check this out. I gotta, like, do, like, this is gonna be somebody's song. You bring down the culture. As a black person, trust me, I want to burn down this country my ancestors built for free. So, if I can bring down the culture, I got it. Oh, Kat, we're not kicking anybody right now. Unless they say something like blatantly racist or they use the term illegals. If they call people illegal and stuff like that. But we're not kicking people just for disagreeing. I mean, this really got the folks in. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. If you say something racist or xenophobic, I can kick you. Also, let me introduce you to this concept, and I want to pin this just to make sure you know I'm talking to you. So this is a business. TikTok is like a mall, and us live streamers are like the stores inside of the mall. And we have the right to refuse service to you. So you don't have freedom of speech on TikTok. I mean, if you haven't already figured that out, you're not entitled to freedom of speech on TikTok or any TikTok lives or anybody else's content. But if you say something, you have the right to say it on your own space because that's your store in the mall where you can have wherever you want. But saying that you can come into somebody else's store and do and say whatever you want, if you understand that you can't do that in a physical mall, then you should be able to understand why you can't do that on TikTok, a business. And that's the simplest way I can explain that. But I feel like men don't really understand anything that doesn't come with a direct threat of violence. Like, because I can't physically remove you and harm you in some way, then you don't get it. But if there were like bouncers who would like physically throw your ass to the ground, you would get it. Do y'all know that active duty military is homeless? How? Wait, how? How is a woman? I don't know. Hello, belly up. Hello, Southern girl. I can't work. Judge me. I don't give a fuck. My heart functions at 14%. Oh, shit. That ain't cool. Hello, Munchkin. Racism is so yesterday. Well, you know what's today? This. Alright, if you want to talk shit, you gotta pay. So, are you a couch surfer? Yep. Hey, fresh from the coven. Oh, hang on. I made a new one for this. And there you go. Back to the freezer with y'all. I may as well look for that Excedrin while I'm up, honestly. Yep. That acetaminophen. I stopped taking Excedrin because it stopped working there for a little while. But I took it a few days ago and it worked, so yeah. Hello, Traveling. Hello, Mayhem. Hello, Tiny. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Realism. Hello, Meteor Joy. Welcome back, Monty. Hello, Mr. Man. So that's not, so scrolling away isn't how subscription only chat works. Scrolling away doesn't fix it. You actually have to pay. Hey, Rick. Laughing Gas. Amanda. Hoop-de-doo. Reel of Recipes, Penny, Destiny, hello. Whitney, Shumpty, hello. Hood, hello. Lynn, hello. Bree, hello. Monica, hello. Amanda, hello. Justice for Plants, hello. Ben Maker, hello. Ultra Zionist Turbo Jew, what the fuck? Nice catch, Bex. Good catch on that one. Alright. All right. Rick, are you still here? Hello, Maria. Hello, Sarah. Hello, crazy Grandma Rhonda. Hello, a different Sarah. Hello, Solomon's dad. So I changed my mind. We need the matriarchy. Yep. Hello, Gracie Ann. Hello, little ray of sunshine. Hello, Terry. How you doing, sunshine? The government is why people have problems, not the rich, poor, or middle class. That's interesting. You want to come up and talk about it? Let's see if I invite you up. Hello, number one simp. All right, come on up. Bro, come on up. Come up and talk about it. Right on. Hello, Slick Rick. What are you snacking on? Popcorn. Go Go Power Rangers. It's me, Dark Angel, Aubrey. Man, these fucking usernames are something else. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Dolphin. Hello, Mama. Hello, Woeful Jealous. Welcome back. Hello, Queen of the Nile. Hey, these TikTok these names are something. Andrew, Dolphin Girl. Welcome back, Woeful Jealous, Queen of the Nile. The problem with America is the Democratic Party. Sure. When somebody comes in my chat being anti-Republican or anti-Democrat, I really, they're both the problem, so I don't care. Less than 1,000 of the elites controlling billions of people. Yep. No, they're not, but remember when welfare was more strict? Welfare is becoming strict again. Is that something that you think would ever happen in America? I don't know what you're talking about. Eat the rich, yes. Oh no, the warning. That they know this, right? Does everybody remember the birth of advertising when they said you will buy what we tell you to buy? No, I don't remember that. I wasn't there. Advertising is actually very old. Unproductives are annoying to look at. Okay. Happy Friday. If we were ever great, why does everyone if we were never great, why does everyone come here and try to destroy us? Everybody wants to everyone wants to come here and try to destroy us? Everyone? Come up on that. Come on up. We need to talk about that one. Come on up. Yeah, cool. Hello.
Hello?
Hi. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, everyone
Okay.
tries to come here.
You said everyone wants to come here and destroy us. I want to expand on that whole statement. Who's trying to
Well,
destroy us?
no, travel around the world and ask people, where would you like to live if you didn't live here? And they're going to say the United States.
Okay, but
They'll say that.
let's
They'll
focus more
say,
on that second part. You said everyone wants to try to destroy us. What's that about?
no, not
Who's the
everyone's
everyone?
trying to destroy us, but those coming in the border right now, the mostly military aged men that are coming in, those are soldiers for the United Nations.
Hey Drew.
If they showed up at our border wearing their blue helmets and a uniform, there'd be trouble. But
But they're not. But they're
coming in as
not.
a
And
refugee, they're waiting for orders.
sir, you said everyone's trying to destroy. You literally said that in the chat. I have that.
No, everyone wants to live in America, or they
Okay, but
used
who's
to.
trying to destroy us?
Those that are coming in at the moment, yeah,
Who are they?
they are United Nations soldiers
The
coming
United
in
Nations
undercover.
soldiers. The United
United
Nations has
Nations.
soldiers.
United Nations soldiers.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Okay, I have my laptop right in front of me. I'm gonna look this
NATO.
up. NATO.
UN soldiers. Do you know what a UN soldier is?
I'm looking that up right
They're
now. UN soldier.
the blue helmet soldiers.
I am looking that up right now. The United Nations the peacekeepers.
Well, sure, that's what they're called.
Yeah, the UN
That's what
peacekeepers
That's what
can
I was
be.
called in Vietnam. In Vietnam, I was a peacekeeper.
Okay.
That's what they were. That's what the soldiers are. They wear blue
I mean,
helmets.
they have blue
And
helmets,
if
but
they
they can
showed up
be.
at our border, answer me this: if we were getting
Okay.
5,000 people a day, military age men showing up at the border in blue helmets and uniforms, would we let them in? No.
Yeah.
So they come. It's like we send our troops overseas incognito. They don't come over. Don't go in uniforms. They go in civilian clothes. These
So
guys
the
are flooding
peacekeepers,
across our border.
Dave,
In
Dave, stop. The peacekeepers can be military, police, or civilians. Like the peacekeepers are composed of a lot of people.
I was in Vietnam. We were
Okay.
peacekeepers. That was a peaceful mission. We weren't in a war. We were a police force. But we were
Yeah,
killing
Vietnam
them
had a
left
lot
and
of
right.
different stages. There's different
But
stages to what happened in Vietnam.
it's going to happen here.
Okay.
How would the United Nations get 1 million soldiers into the United States? They're
No,
not
my
going to
dad was
fly
in the
them
war.
in uniform. They're going to bring them in
What?
secretly.
Somebody said their
Look,
dad is in the war. Golden Life, do you want to come up? I'll invite you up.
listen to the border and look at the people we're catching. People from African countries. How did they get to Mexico? People from
On a boat?
China. How did they get to Mexico? All these
On a
people that they're catching are not all South American.
He's from a generation that normally believe what they heard. Uh, may I come up? Nah, Drew. We don't want to hurt him. Uh, you can come
Well,
up.
I'm
You can come up after
71.
he leaves.
I'm
Um,
71. I've been in the rabbit hole for 50 years.
I'm not questioning your age, sir. I'm just wondering, I was just asking you about a comment that you made, and you answered my question. I appreciate you. Okay, Dave? You gonna be okay?
I don't have problems. I don't have problems. I'm a couple steps away
I
from the
didn't.
ruling class at this point in my life.
Dave, I did not say you had a problem. I'm thanking you for answering my question.
Oh, people on welfare and government assistance are not, yeah, they're not really the problem. It's the one who abused the system.
People who are wrongfully on
People on that's the
government
question
assistance is less than
I'm
one
reading.
percent.
People
No,
on
that
welfare, government assistance are not why you have problems.
oh yeah,
No, it's just those who abuse it. It's
that's
the
less than
abuse
one
of the
percent.
system.
The amount of people who wrongfully obtain government assistance is the same amount of people that voted fraud. It's 1%,
pretty
less
much.
than 1%.
My career for 20 years was managing low income housing.
Y'all
Section
are
8,
y'all are mean.
Section 8, Section 236. That was my work, managing those properties. And the fraud that I
What,
saw going on was incredible.
Dave? That's still
But
less than
I
one
also
percent of our
saw people
issue.
that needed it. I saw people that needed the help too.
But that happens everywhere, and it doesn't erase the
No, I
fact
know.
that it's still only less than 1% of people that commit fraud.
But look at how many people are on welfare right now.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't
About
change the fact that it's
45%,
still less than 1% of people who
almost
commit
half,
welfare
well,
fraud.
no, it's almost half the population.
Yeah, because our economy is in shambles. You understand that part, right? You understand that people are on
Sure,
assistance
I
because
know
our
what
economy is
I,
bad.
oh hell yeah, I know the economy sucks.
Okay.
I know this. I've watched it go from good to bad over my time. It's my experience, not my age, that makes me see this. It's just the experience that comes with the age. And
Of
watching
course.
all the different presidents and all the different wars and everything else over the last 70 years, that it's a roller coaster everywhere. But our
Right.
government just prints money for people. If we don't have enough money, so let's print it. And the government can't give you anything that they didn't take from somebody else. They have nothing. We're the people that have it all.
Hmm.
You know, the
That's an interesting
government
thing to say.
the government doesn't have a damn thing unless they take it from us.
I mean,
And
that's
that,
how
that
governments
is the
work, yeah.
problem. That is the problem. They need something, they take it from us. They
I
vote
mean,
themselves
what
a raise every year. I wish I
Dave,
could have
what
voted myself a raise every year.
Dave, what else would you expect the government to do? Because the government is made up of and run by citizens. So
The
where
government
else
is
would you
made
expect?
up of it's made up of sycophants and family members and everything else. You get elected to a public office, and why does a senator from a small state like Rhode Island need 20 or 25 staff members? And why are these 20 to 25 staff members family members and distant relatives or friends from college and things? It's nepotism up to the max,
You're
and they
right.
don't need it. They don't need it. That the government is a bigger problem than welfare. You got to
Okay,
put those
yeah.
people on a minimum wage, not vote yourself a raise every year.
All right, all right.
You
All
know,
right, Dave. That's what's up.
and like our founders wanted, they wanted these people to do their term and then go home and back to work. They didn't want career politicians because they get just what we got now.
You right.
Make
You right.
$100,000 a year, but you're worth $132 million. How do you do that on 100 grand a year? It's not right.
It's not. I agree with you. And
The
I
Bidens
invited
have millions
somebody.
of dollars, and the Bidens never sold anything. They
Right.
had nothing to sell other
You're
than
right.
his position. That's the only thing
Dave,
they had to sell.
Dave, are you
Yeah.
considering voting, or do you not vote anymore?
I haven't voted since I was 18 years old. I
Okay. All
won't.
right.
I know it's bullshit.
Okay.
And the last three elections have proved that beyond a doubt to most normal people that
You're right.
it
I watched
doesn't
a
matter.
video. I watched a video about somebody saying like the people that are running for president now are the oldest people to run in for president in the history of the United States.
But age has nothing to do with it. Not
It kind
all.
of does.
I
There's a
live in a
generational
senior
gap.
citizen home right now.
If the
I'm in
leaders
a
of
senior.
your hang on, Dave, if the leaders of your population are out of touch with the population, which is usually caused by age gaps, then they don't run things efficiently because they don't know what's going on with the people.
Biden is a puppet. He's
All
Obama's
politicians are
puppet.
puppets.
Obama is talking to him in his little earpiece, telling him
He
what to
is.
say, telling him what to do, and he's admitted it a couple times on tape accidentally with the hot mic. Yeah, well, the
Oh.
president told me to, the president told me to say this. And well, wait a minute. What do you mean? You are the president? And oh, I mean, I could go on for hours, but I have
I'm
an
sure you
event
could,
going.
Dave.
I have an event going on at the senior center here. I got to go listen to the guy sing and dance.
Okay, you have a good time, okay,
Pleasure
Dave?
talking to
Did,
you. I'd love to
Same to
talk to you
you.
again. Send me a
Okay.
friend request. We can talk again.
Okay, Dave, you take care.
All right. Take care. Bye bye.
All right. Stacy. Hey.
hi, friend.
Hey, you
First
know
time
what?
going
I,
live. Trying to shut it off.
oh, I got you, Dave. I'll DC you. Oh, he DC'd himself. He knows how to use TikTok though. There are people way younger than him that don't know what the fuck to do. He did really well. Dave, if he's 71 years old, of course he's full of opinions. Um, that was interesting. I'm glad you were here with me through that, Stacy. You know, my live was getting no traction, and then suddenly people started flooding in, and then Dave came up. I love that for all of us.
Hmm,
Yeah, my live
nice.
went
And I
from
joined.
dead to Dave.
Dave was already Dave was already talking when I joined in. Yeah, so that was something.
Mm-hmm. It was
And
an
I agreed. You know
experience.
what? I agreed. I agreed with most of what he said.
Yeah, I agree with most of what he said too. To be honest with you, Dave had some.
That I heard.
Yeah, Dave stood on business now.
I anything prior to me coming up on the panel. Oh,
Oh, you're breaking up. Are you okay?
I wanted to know if there was it that was worth
What?
to catch it.
You're still breaking up.
I just pulled into my drive. Yeah, because I just pulled into my
Okay.
driveway, so it's trying to connect to Wi-Fi. Let me get inside. Let me get
Okay.
inside.
Okay. I'll mute you while you get in your house, okay?
I had to go get coffee.
Of
Okay.
course. I'm gonna mute you until you get in the house. All right. But yeah, Dave was, I mean, like, no disrespect. Dave stood on business. Dave was a second away from screaming Trump 24. Like, I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like if he wanted to say Trump 2024, he would have just said it. Because he's old enough to just go ahead and say whatever he wants to say. I don't have any qualms with Dave. Dave is all good.
Okay, I'm in the house. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. He used the word sycophant, and I was like, oh, I think I probably fuck with him.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, did he
Yeah,
just
like-
say sycophant?
Mm-hmm.
Dave came with it. Dave was on it. It's just what's really messing Dave up. Dave is very much a microcosm for how the anti-democrat propaganda is like really warping people, and at the same time Dave was like Dave everything else Dave said, he stood on business, but it's like just focusing that energy towards the Democrats is where you mess up. It's all of them. It's literally all of them.
I was just having like a TikTok conversation with a family friend, and everything he says is so spot on. And I'm like, but you have to understand it's the Dems too. So if you would just change one thing and put Republicans and Democrats and then finish your statement. And he's like, I understand that, but this election isn't about policy. We just can't let Trump. And I'm like, can you just take one more step in the process, in that thought process, and go, but it's both of them, and we can't be okay with the status quo.
Like, for real. But Dave did say that he doesn't vote. He hasn't voted since he was 18. He sees the nepotism. It's like you haven't voted since you were 18, which means you also haven't voted Republican. So that means you do get it. Hey Sean, like he gets it. Hey Tony, you just missed Dave. Dave was the rock star guest of the live. It's like if he would, I feel like Dave vocalizes Democrat, 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 but like since he hasn't voted since he was 18 because he's seen the nepotism and all that, he knows it's both of them. He just won't say both of them. Like Dave was the last time he voted for JFK. Probably. Is it pride? I don't know. I don't know what's up with Dave. All I know is Dave was like, "I'll follow you. You follow me back, and we'll talk some more." And I was like, "All right, man, cool." I invited Dave up because he said that everyone coming into the United States wants to destroy us, and I was like, "Tell me about that." So I invited him up, and he came up. But like that was solid as fuck. um, Wait, what's happening? Oh, is somebody talking about welfare fraud? Welfare fraud is literally like 1%. It's like it's about the same as bad as voter fraud. It doesn't happen that often, and when it happens, they catch it right away. So welfare fraud is not that bad. It's not that big a deal. Can I come up? Yeah, sure. Oh, I didn't follow you back. Hang on. All right.
How's it going, friend?
It's going quite well, Tony. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty peachy keen.
Right on. You missed the party.
I hear. I'm like, well, where was I? I got FOMO now, missing out on all that.
I upload the VODs, and also I don't want anybody to think that I'm shitting on our homie that just left, that he had to go to an event. He is welcome back here. I have no problem with him. Like, he's fine. My good homie Tony. What happened was, what did
Tell
he
me what
say?
happened.
I didn't reload. I didn't reload the chat on my laptop, and it's easy for me to just scroll up on my laptop and see what he said. And he said something. Dave said, oh, this is the part of the chat where he was still up. Hang on. It takes me a while because I gotta decipher things. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't tell me, like, as much as y'all were vocal, y'all really didn't have a problem with Dave being up here. Okay, it lapped out. It's too high up.
Well, I caught the
But
recap.
Dave's
You kind of summarized, so I caught the recap.
okay, cool. Dave said, everybody's trying to get into the country and everybody's trying to destroy us. And I was like, Dave, come here. And he was like, I got you.
I think it's the politicians on both sides of the aisle that's destroying us.
Yeah, and it's like, it sounds like he get it. It really does. Because he said he hasn't voted since he was 18. So, like, that means he also hasn't voted Republican. But the words that came out of his mouth were Democrat, Democrat, Democrat.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dave, it sounds like you get it. Like, for real.
Yeah.
But,
you
Dave's
can't,
cool.
and you can't say any kind of rhetoric of like, well, it doesn't matter because whatever you say after that, people aren't going to hear you, right? But like, I think in some ways, and I don't mean because I only have one vote and one vote doesn't count. I mean, like, I understand why people don't vote. I mean, I vote, but I understand why. Like last election, I almost didn't vote and it's not like a woe is me kind of it was just like I'm tired of voting between the lesser of two evils. Like people always like, well, you have to vote against what you don't want, not that you're voting for what you do want. I'm like, why is that? Why do we keep going to that? Why do we keep going to that? And it's like, it just depends on your version of suck. Choose your suck. It's going to suck either way. Choose your suck. And they both are out for their own constituents. They are not out for the American public. And you and I are in the same boat. Now, our circumstances are different, but we in the same boat. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to force that on anybody. That's just the way I see it. So, like, if I don't vote and people are going to come on to me about, like, well, that means you don't have a right to complain. I'm like, well, fair, but did it really matter? Because it didn't matter who made it in. We are going to suck because our society is dwindling. And I'm not a woe is me kind of person. I'm not the sky is falling kind of person, but I'm just realizing, I'm not saying just now, but I am realizing that it's those rich politicians at the top. It don't matter where they're from or what socio-political status they came up from, but it's those rich politicians at the top on all of those levels that are ruining our society, in my opinion.
Okay. And if I may,
go ahead.
And Stacey, if you want to jump in, but before we start talking about Jasmine, I do want to say that he said that he hasn't voted since he was 18. I think that he just meant the president. And this is me just making an assumption. I don't know. All I'm going to say is a lot of people that don't vote for president still vote for in their local elections. Yeah. And you got to watch out for your local elections because, like, I saw some videos yesterday that really reminded me that a lot of the local shit is like a part of the problem, and that's where it's happening. Like, and I'm not trying to cast this assumption onto Dave or anybody else who isn't me. I'm saying, like, based on what I've seen, based on people who are open to talking about it. Even if they stop voting for president, they still vote for their local elections. Yeah. Voting local is more important in my honest opinion. In my opinion, a lot of people think that. Hey, you're cool. A lot of people think that. A lot of people, and you're right. Like, voting local is important because, like, the local governments are getting worse. They're becoming way more tyrannical. They have lost the meaning of public servant, and you got to show up to those city council meetings and keep those motherfuckers in check for real. Because it's easier to track the misappropriation of funds on a local level. It's easier to track, like, abuse of power on a local level. It's way easier to hold them accountable, even all the way up to your governor and your DA and stuff like that. It's way easier to keep track of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there are towns that don't let their mayor rest. Like, and you can't let them get away with nothing. Yeah. And at the same time, the president is important for our foreign affairs. We can't ignore how important the president is. Hey, Piper. Our president is pretty much.
You definitely. I will concede to what you just said. That is absolutely true for foreign affairs. Absolutely. The president does matter, but for my daily life, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for your daily life, your mayor and your governor matter. Yeah. But like, the president is the person standing between us and getting fucking bombed. So that matters.
Yeah. Yes. I stand corrected. In foreign affairs, absolutely.
Piper and Sean would come up. Everybody's cool to come up. If you're not talking, please mute so we don't talk over each other.
I'll go ahead and mute.
Okay. Hey, Sean. How you doing?
Yo, I got some time at work.
Hey, Piper.
I wanted to mention there's another way.
Wait, hang on, y'all. We already started talking over each other. So I'm going to mute you, Piper. I'm going to let Sean go ahead because Sean was up here first. Please go ahead.
I was saying, pardon the noise. I apologize.
Oh, you're good. Okay, go ahead, Piper.
There is another way that the President of the United States could be absolutely important to our day to day, because you guys realize that we are in worse conditions than the Great Depression. We just have more toys right now. But monetarily, it's worse. We need a president like FDR. That's what we need. And the host knows who I think that is. But anyways, that's another way it could be important to your day-to-day, is putting programs in place that help people even on a local level.
Yeah. And you're right. Like it all matters. And that's something that the chat and I are also coming around to, and like some other people. Like it really does all matter. It's just like there are some people who are like, I need to prioritize my day-to-day life. I need the mayor, I need the city council, I need the governor, I need the sheriff, I need all that shit. And that is important as fuck. And also the president decides whether or not we get bombed. Like for real. Oh, I see you raise your hand, Sean. Go ahead.
Oh boy, it's true, and like you said, you really can't overlook anything. But what really scares me, is we can count on Jasmine for all the necessary changes. How far are capitalist corporations ready or willing to go to combat Jasmine from achieving? Like, let's really think about, would they allow that? And I don't mean they need their permission. I mean the response. I haven't seen anyone tell you about that. Where, what are they going to do to keep the status quo?
I mean,
it sounds like they would do anything, but what does that mean?
They like the Kennedys.
Broached this topic with Jasmine. They are very concerned about security when they are on the ground. And they are not a politician that is going to depend on somebody putting themselves in front of them. They are prepared, personally. That was how it was explained to me, because I'm afraid for Jasmine as well.
I mean, we're all afraid for the people that we like, right? Like, it doesn't even have to be on this level. You got to be afraid for people going to the damn grocery store, and you got to be afraid for your kids going to school and all that shit.
I just want to point out that the corporation will be subject to the new tax code. They'll be subject to the triple bottom line accounting. They will be subject to the index living wages. And if they don't want to comply, then they'll close their doors. Like, they have to make a decision. Like, we're putting people over profit, and they're not going to be able to do the bullshit that they've done for their entire existence.
And like some of them have just been like companies that have done things that the United States government doesn't like. They've been scrutinized and held accountable. Hey, CJ. I'm letting another person up.
If you ever need to pop me out of the box for someone else, feel free, sweetie.
Oh, you're good. What's up, Nisha?
Hi.
You know what
Hi.
thing that came out of
The what?
Oh,
the little container that stuff came
I'm
out
gonna go ahead and drop you until you get done. Hey, CJ, you're good. But yeah, it's like people really do understand. It's like, oh, a lot of people dip because they were like, oh man, y'all are having a sensible conversation. Where's the excitement? Something that we saw yesterday or day before yesterday when Jasmine was up talking about what just happened in their live and came over to my live. Our views went up. We got like, it went all the way up to 200 views, and then it dropped back down as soon as Jasmine calmed their voice down. It goes to show that TikTok is listening to our voices, and when it hears excitement, it like sends more people. How's the day been? It's been mostly okay. I have a little bit of a headache right now, but like the infection is calming down. If the government stopped all public assistance, the economy would come to a slow roll and hurt. Stopping his would hurt all landlords. What?
We want to boost the economy. That's why, like, we're specifically like referring to Jasmine Sherman, the president, for anybody in the comments that isn't aware. The policies are posted on the website. It's linked in my bio if you want to go look. But we are imagining what it would look like under Jasmine Sherman. And so we don't care about the landlords. Like, specifically, we care about people being housed. But the way that the boosted is all of your money from your paycheck, from your job, don't go to just maintaining your basic needs, your housing, your healthcare, your education, your food, your utilities. That will all be provided to you. So you'll boost the economy by using your money to buy whatever you want. Like, we're
Yeah, I
putting more
don't
money
think
back
that.
into your pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't know. I don't want to make the assumption that that person was advocating for landlords. Oh wow, it looks like I just turned on a damn sun. Um, and also I didn't see that person's whole comment. I get it. TikTok is listening, but they're not the only ones. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how TikTok has an algorithm thing that actually listens to the volume of our voices, and when it detects excitement, it will send more people to the live, especially if you have guests, with the assumption that you are having a heated debate. We'll say a heated debate. Live streams that have people talking at a higher volume and people talking quickly, that usually has the circumstances of something upsetting going on, and TikTok will draw the algorithm there.
Like,
It's
if all
not
of
a
us,
matter of. Go ahead.
if all of us unmuted right now and all just started talking over each other and we're screaming and yelling, the views are gonna pop up over 100.
I think we should
Do y'all
test that
want to?
theory.
Yeah, y'all want to try it? You want to do it?
Sure.
Let's say a
Yeah,
ridiculous
let's
phrase.
fight.
Okay, all right.
Damn it.
All right, we
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Everybody,
Whoa!
Be
Make
loud.
it so.
Citizens' intelligence is too much.
Make it
Whoa!
so.
I can't believe it.
Hey, you're being problematic.
You're being problematic yourself.
Oh my
You're
I beg to
God!
differ.
That's
I can't
See,
believe
it's
it.
going up.
Okay,
It's
so
why
we
was it
can
going? It went up.
discriminate
It
against
went up to
tall
Right?
two.
people.
So look at that.
Because
Look at it.
I'm
Oh
tired
my
of
God!
experiencing tall
More people.
That's
problems.
over feelings.
Everybody's like, okay, you're tall, so you don't have to get the right to
Stop
talk.
talking
You just
tap.
have to be
That's
Oh my
you,
God.
true.
Oh
That's
my
a great
God.
experiment.
How could you say that to me? And we have another
can't
person
believe-
coming up.
Host, I
can't
can't
even
believe you
believe
said
you would
that.
think
Why would you
something
be
like
so?
that.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Oh my
Will you
God.
mute them? Host, mute them. I was trying to
Why?
speak.
Why are we having this disingenuous conversation? Girl, I'm angry. Oh my God.
It reminds me
Then-
of the song The Hook.
What? What about it?
It's an old song. It was, oh God, I can't remember the name of the band now. The guy with the harmonicas. It doesn't matter what I say as long as I sing with inflection.
I think
there was
you cracked
a.
the code there, host.
It went up for a little bit. It did go up for a little bit, but then it went back down. I guess it could tell that we weren't saying words.
I think the people who were
There it is.
enjoying
I
the
saw
live
that.
before were like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, for real. Hey, Comrade Law, how you doing? Blues Traveler. What does that mean, Meredith?
That's the band that I was referring to when I said the song Hook.
Okay. How you doing, Drew?
Doing okay. We have a power outage going right now, so we couldn't do a reading today
Oh, that sucks.
because the signal's not great. You know.
Did
so.
you take away my mod? No, I didn't. You are Comrade Law. You're a mod on my other account. I can make you a mod here, though. or maybe TikTok removed you because I remember you're a mod on
TikTok
my
has
other
been,
account.
I noticed that TikTok has been unfollowing people for me.
Yeah, it's been doing that a lot.
Yeah, that was happening to me too.
I'll get 3 and lose 1, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, sheesh.
And it's hard to notice when you have a lot of people with multiple accounts. Hey, Liz. But yeah, hey Marissa. So we are muting when we're not talking to make sure people don't talk over each other. Marissa, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's really pretty today. I'm probably gonna go DoorDash a little bit later.
Okay, fair enough. Um,
One of the reasons why
I
I
can
stay
also
unmuted.
mod.
Sorry. One of the
Oh
reasons why
no,
I
you're
stay
fine.
unmuted is like my microphone has a delay pickup. You know what I mean?
I have that problem in some lives, but not all of them. But I do feel like I'm pretty good about seeing when people unmute, but sometimes people do still get talked over, and I do apologize. Because people can get pretty excited. But I can also change the topic. Like normally I don't do this, but if y'all have a topic suggestion, y'all can go ahead and make it.
I want to know what Sadly Not Ballerina is talking about, and I'd like to know right now.
Oh, are you into direct to me? Like a week ago, this person named Joey, doxed me, and I don't know if anyone knows who Blue Turtle is. And that's what we were talking about. They, if you click my profile, I made a video about it. But they got their account taken down, and we got most of the videos removed. So far, it's being mitigated.
I'm a little worried about Lars myself. Most of their videos have been very upset since the Jasmine video, and I don't know what that's about.
Who is Lars? I don't know anything about that situation.
They're an ANCOM. They're she, they, or they, she.
I'm not sure. That's why
They're Shay, thee.
I will default back to a person's name as opposed to make a mistake because I'm old.
They're ANCOM, and they had some critiques about Jasmine. And I think that valid criticisms and critiques are okay, honestly. You know what I mean? So they had some critiques.
Don't walk into a candidate's live, tell them you're not going to vote, and then ask them to argue with you.
Didn't get to finish. Go ahead.
Hang on. But I get what you're saying, Drew, but Piper is right. Like that, it also like it's the misogyny noir of demanding that a black femme presenting person entertain you.
But are you saying that people that don't want to vote or vote somewhere else are not valid people for critiques?
It's not that they're not valid for critiques. It's like I at the same time I've seen plenty of people like they criticize Jasmine and they weren't going to vote for Jasmine anyway, but they expect an argument. Like we're not here to convince you. Like you have critiques. You okay? Bye.
Helios, can I talk for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Should I drop for Sadly though? Because they're wanting to
come. Communist. No, okay. I'd like to talk to Communist if that's okay for just a minute.
Okay.
So I'm the one who initially saw that video that Lars made in regards to Jasmine, and we know that the comment section is very small, and so I didn't want to write paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. So I'm the one who said, like I corrected a statement that was inaccurate that Lars made, and then I said, they're live right now. Come in and have a convo. Very kind. Just come in and talk. And so I was in the box. They came into the live. They asked their question, and then they were like, okay, that's all I had. And I was like, wait. You actually had way more than that in your video. Can we talk about it? Because I wanted to correct some of the misinformation that Lars had put out on the video specifically. And then it didn't go well. Because when we were trying to educate them in regards to what they had wrong and what misinformation they were then spreading, they didn't accept the feedback. So I will take responsibility for saying, come into the live. I thought that we were just going to have an educational conversation, and that did not happen.
Yeah, that's why I said in general, it's still good to listen to the masses' feedback about somebody if there's more than one person. I think valid critiques are still valid as long as you're like not critiquing to be like cause like decisiveness, to actually struggle with one another, to actually get to the points of things. You know what I mean? Because struggling is a good thing, especially amongst like constituents and stuff that might have or have some critiques of things, especially someone that is going to be in leadership. I think it's valid to be able to have a place to be able to struggle with those critiques, and each people that have their critiques like come up with solutions in way of talking it through. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying what they did or what you did because I wasn't there for that. I was just saying in general that like if I'm putting in a position of a leadership role to represent people, I should be able to listen to critiques and valid criticisms and be able to be put in struggle with that, because we have so many leaders now that just throw people aside and like think that they're like, because they're in a certain spot that like, you know what I mean? But I wasn't there for that situation. I was just saying that critiques should be valid in a sense of going into struggle and conversation with one another.
If you want to watch it, Jasmine has in their link tree a press kit. It's line 56. They uploaded the live footage if you want to go back and listen to it. But the video was made before the live, before the conversation was had. And so I was trying to correct the misinformation. And then there was they were not being receptive to the correction of the misinformation, and then made a follow-up video with more misinformation. So it's just frustrating when the comprehension of the policies was not there, and then when education tried to happen, they just stood on like literally being wrong.
Okay.
So there's a difference between critiquing somebody and just explaining it wrong. And now there's like 10,000 people that have liked that video, and they literally got misinformation. So that's frustrating.
It sounds like that both people, when they have the space to do it, need to go back into a struggling conversation. But I understand people sometimes don't want to, and that's their boundaries, you know. And if they're giving out misinformation and stuff, then that's not good either. But it'd be good to be able to maybe go back into a conversation and talk about these things that might be hard to talk about, where there might be some bit of like misunderstanding and stuff. But I wasn't there, you know, and I'm just that's what I'm saying. Like, we should be, you know, like my whole point is we should be able to sit and struggle in conversation. Now, if what you said happened, then that's bad, right? And maybe more conversation is needed, but it takes both parties to come together and have that conversation when they want to, you know?
I mean, Drew, I understand what you're saying. It's just, it sounds to me like Lars willingly like spread misinformation with malicious intent. So there's no such thing as people having a difficult conversation when it has been made very clear that the person is just refusing to be educated at this point. So why should anybody waste their time on that?
There you go, right? Move on.
Right. So and we got I'm sorry, go ahead.
That was it. Then it's time to move on, isn't it?
Right. And I don't know I wasn't there for any of this Lars stuff. I don't know what happened.
That was basically Jasmine's point of view. Lars went after a couple specific policies. Jasmine said, well, what idea of yours is better? Lars didn't really have anything to substitute what she was picking apart. They were picking apart. And when the rest of us, Jasmine was like, look, you said 3 times you're not going to vote. I am trying to speak to people who intend to vote. And calmed everything down, and Lars left. And then made several very upset videos.
I also think, though, as a white person too, I shouldn't be involved with this part because it seems like it is involved with two people that are from the black community. So me asserting myself as a white person, honestly, and taking sides is very problematic for me to do. You know what I mean? In a
I mean,
sense.
sure, if you feel that way, it's just for me. It's like, I mean, obviously this Lars dude was in the wrong. Like, some people just want to be mad at black women. Let's just go ahead and clear the air. Some people just want to be mad and want to just hate on black women and find any reason to hate on a black woman. And like that just happened to be Lars at that moment. So like
Well, Lars is
that's
presenting too, though. I mean, if
I'm
you
sorry,
saw
what?
Lars, if you saw Lars from like not knowing their pronouns, you would think that they're a black woman too, though, by looks. You know
So
what I mean?
like that like they're self-hating black women.
The thing I'm not educated on that part, right?
What it is Lars is much further left than Jasmine. They are not going to mesh in
Okay.
policy at all.
I am
Period.
also further left than they are too.
Right. But you are recognizing that Jasmine is willing to go places no one else has been willing to go, and Lars is not giving Jasmine the room to move in that space.
Well, and I'm a firm believer that people of color, if this is what Jasmine thinks is going to get shit done, then let that happen. I don't understand why there's a critique about what people of color are doing politically, especially in this atmosphere. We are under some of the most extreme shit that's going on, let it be Palestine and the economic system that's happening here. Whatever it may be, Jasmine is a person of color. She is a black person, and I'm not going to sit here and critique what they are wanting to do politically. So I keep my shit to myself. If I had an issue, that's on me. I'm not somebody that's going to make videos and try to undermine it. That's
Well,
just
my thing is, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
no, I was done.
Okay. My thing is, if you have a problem with Jasmine, there's an email address, there's a Calendly you can schedule a an appointment on. There's ways to talk to Jasmine directly where you don't have to be like that, and that's what Lars chose to do. May I join? Put your year of birth in the chat. Um, I like they chose to have a problem, and then they had a problem, and then Jasmine was like, "Fuck out of here." Like that's what happened. 99. All right. But before you come up, I do want Sadly to talk because sadly I saw you on mute quite a few times and you still didn't get a chance to talk. So please go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I will totally stay up here if you want to keep me up here, but I have to go back into where it's going to be loud here in just a minute, and I wanted to share, because it's an awful lot to, like, try to type in such a way that the algorithm isn't going to try to knock it off of the comments, but the person we were discussing, Joey, so back around the time that they basically tried to get Jasmine canceled for being ableist by bringing a whole bunch of stuff to the live that was hearsay to them. It wasn't even the person who had the problem that went to them, and they were asking questions about that. This was telephone, a game of telephone that I, dug into and was like, hey, can I ask some questions? Like Stacy may even remember me like asking directly, hey, can I ask some questions about this thing that's happened? Well, when I dug into the bottom of it, I started asking them questions. And they were like really not having me asking the questions, and they started like getting really frustrated at me asking the questions in their Discord server. And in their Discord server, after I said, oh, okay, I get it, this isn't an open discussion space, cool. And they were like, no, it's a PR stunt from some shiesty fuckers out of Boston. I didn't want a Discord server. And mind you, I still have this screenshot. I will not say something if I cannot prove it. They deleted it like 10 minutes later. Now, I don't know if anybody realizes this, but there is a PR firm out of Boston that reps a lot of the companies that we are trying to boycott right now, that we are trying to bring to their knees right now. And so for a while, I have been very hesitant around that particular individual. And when I came across the information that they are literally doxing people who they've already been anti-Black to before, I wanted to share that with literally everybody, because that's not cool, and it can really cause problems if we don't share that information, so that we know that this person is deliberately trying to cause problems for people that are trying to make change. And I just wanted to share that because Piper was like, hey, I want to know what you're talking about. And I was just like, I'll hop up for a minute and tell you exactly what I'm talking about. They're dangerous. They are absolutely dangerous. They will, in their Discord server, they have a thing where you basically send them information to try to get money for your mutual aid need, and it's information gathering. It is 100% intelligence gathering, and I think that they literally got into this position because they're being given all the tools they want to do the things they're doing with STEM Factory. So they're basically selling out to have all the materials to do this one thing. And I don't know that part, beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's just a feeling that I have, is that they're getting what they want and they're doing what the PR firm wants.
Oh, wholeheartedly, that they are utilizing their platform in order to progress whatever they have in the works. And it's monetarily. It's not. They are not a leftist. If you go to their profile, even under the videos that are still there, all you have is right-wing people talking crap, and them agreeing with it. So they're playing as if they're a leftist or that they care about socialism, and they wholeheartedly do not.
Right. Drew, I saw you raise your hand, but I want to address somebody in the comments really quick. That's really weird that you bring up how the president is sending billions of dollars overseas. That kind of sounds like a problem. How's that socialism treating you? Actually, socialism is treating me very well. I'm not speaking for my friends on the panelists. They are all of varying affiliations, but leftism and socialism have brought me pretty far. It's gotten me these fine group of people, and you're sitting in the chat with no avatar, no name, no content on your profile, trying to be as anonymous as possible because you're afraid. Whereas I'm happy and proud to show my face and affiliate with such wonderful people. So yeah, my socialism is treating me quite well. Then that's why you're houseless? No, I'm houseless because your mom kicked me out. But anyway, communists, go ahead.
I also think this too, as Marxist, Leninist, and Maoist, right? As a person that I am with this, is that we also need to recognize that people pushing forward for the masses to own the means of production in a way where it includes everybody, all the masses. I think those type of programs we should get behind, honestly. Even with Karina and all them not wanting to win, they're still going to help with the destigmatizing of socialism. Even though they're not ready to win, they're still putting and publishing out there destigmatizing socialism. Jasmine still pushing towards the destigmatizing of socialism, of people owning the means of production, being housed, the principles of socialism. I might not agree with them completely. I might not but the whole point is to support these entities that want to tear down the structures that we live under. The exploitative structures is what matters to me too. Not everybody is perfect, right? People do make mistakes, right? But the thing is it for the betterment of the masses? Is this movement going to be the betterment of the masses? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to get behind. For the masses to own the means of production and take it away from the ruling class that subjugate us and oppress us currently. I am down for anybody that's trying to get rid of these structures of exploitation, of racism and stuff. Like, I get behind those things. I don't have to agree with them, but I don't mind supporting that because, again, it destigmatizes this and makes it, this is good, socialism good.
Yep. Stacy, I saw you raise your hand. Please go next.
Jasmine themselves is a socialist, but if you read their policies, none of them are anti-capitalism. What we're doing is decommodifying your basic needs so that there isn't profit associated to housing, healthcare, education, food, utilities. So none of that is anti-capitalist. We're
It
gonna have
is
a
anti-capitalist because, again, they commodify our basic needs to get profit. So when you take that commodity out of the ruling class, you are doing a phase of socialism by putting it in the hands of the people. That is a form and a phase towards transitionary stages. So you
I
are
understand.
doing socialist practices by putting it in the control of the masses.
I understand that that's the impact of these, but I want to be very clear. Capitalism will still exist. Like, for the people in the comments,
Sorry.
I understand, Drew. Yeah, we're on the same path. Like, that's the goal. We can decommodify all this shit. Everybody can meet their basic needs, and then we could move to something different in the future. But there has to be like a bridge.
Because
just want
that's
everybody
the
to have
thing.
their
Okay.
basic
But
needs.
socialism is a transitionary bridge to get these things accomplished because you're still through a development in implementing a socialist type stuff. You're still going to have essence of capitalism, essence of the ruling class that still needs, those contradictions still need to be taken care of. No matter what, you're talking about a transitionary phase right now too.
Right.
Well, hang on, everybody stop. Everybody stop. So somebody in the chat has pointed out that can we stop cutting off the AFAB people in here, please? So I do my best to like make sure that like people, everybody in the space is respected. Some people are just super passionate and they're neurospicy, and when they have a thought, they have to go ahead and express it. I promise you, it's not about being AFAB. I definitely see how this is coming off. It's bad optics. So please wait until the person is finished talking to unmute and talk. Also, we have somebody new on the panel. Paul, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's good to be here. How's
Right
it going,
on.
Com?
Did they say
How's it
me?
going? Did you say comrade or communist?
Comrades. I said hi, comrades.
Okay. Yeah, it's going well. My skin infection is making progress with the creme. And I'm doing all right.
That's good to hear. I just had to settle down from a live I was in for about 15 minutes where they were saying that Democrats, communists, socialists, Yazis, and fascists are all on the left.
How so?
Yeah, exactly. I went up there already knowing that I was out for blood. I tried to educate them, and they read one paragraph from an encyclopedia, and that apparently proved all their points. And I lost, apparently.
That is fucking weird.
Yep. I tried my best. It was a challenge. They were not listening, but yeah, looking forward to seeing them again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? That person probably somebody username social security number probably followed you here.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's becoming more of a common practice, especially with communists, that people from other lives will follow them here and try to bring whatever beef they have over here. And I make it very clear I don't tolerate that. You leave your beef where it was. Leave your beef at the butcher shop or take it home. and they just got muted. Yep, as they should. Also, we do commonly mute spammers in here. Hey Jeff, oh my gosh, I have been honored and graced with the presence of Jeff. Um, but yeah, it's a weird thing. So does anybody else that I would like for us to get away from, talking about people who aren't here, honestly. Jeff is one of the head honchos of TikTok debaters around here. I'm sure Jeff just popped in because he saw either Paul or Piper or Stacy, or maybe even You Need Less. If anyone would like to come up, I can drop. Oh, it's all good. Let's see
To
if
be
there's anybody waiting.
to be honest, I could drop because I think Blue needs me to go to their live here soon. I just wanted to finish the conversation up first.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted, if anybody else wanted to, like Stacy, I talked about like you guys are decommodifying like basic needs and stuff. That in a sense could be a transitionary stage to get to become socialism, because I know that Jasmine has said so many times, they have said that they're just doing the reset, right? And the reset needs to fall in the hands of the people, because a reset, it's a little bit scary, because after Jasmine leaves, who does it fall in the hands of? Does it fall back in the hands of the right-wing capitalist places, or are you putting it in his position to where everything falls, that it's picked up by the masses, the people that need to own the means of production to progress scientific socialism? That's the question I have.
Okay, Stacy, go ahead and answer.
Well, basically, we have 4 years to get our shit together. And there's going to be a lot of seats that are open. So, like, who's running? Who's going to be filling those seats? Going to be doing at the end of that 4 years? And who are we going to be propping up to be the next president? Like, that's on us. Jasmine is meeting our basic needs with these policies, and then they're done. They're only doing one term. So once they're in, it's up to us to keep it going.
Okay, that's fair, and that's how it always has been.
Well, so what you're saying is that when you are done with those 4 years, you're hoping that your reset does place it so that the people can take the means of production, can gain that political power and suppress the ruling class and the capitalists. That's what I'm hearing. I understand that it's up to the masses, but Stacy, you are part of the masses too, and so is Jasmine. They're part of the masses. So it does fall on you as a collective, and like it falls on me, like it falls on everybody that's here as a communist and believes in collectivism. You know what I mean? It falls on all of us to stop having the monopoly and violence by the state to continue to happen. It does fall on all of us who do not own the means of production to gain the means of production and stop the state right now, and to smash the state from the bourgeoisie rule. So like it is up to us. And like I'm hoping that if Jasmine gets in and the position that they put us in for the masses to own the means of production, that would be great. Because Stacy, just because Jasmine stops, you are a worker, correct?
I won't have a job if Jasmine's elected or when
Yeah, but
Jasmine's
you're a
elected.
work.
Like my job will
But
be
you would
gone.
be considered the working class, the proletariat, right?
Yeah.
But no. But you will be still considered the proletariat. So it is up to you, as it is up to us as the mass movement, to pick up those pieces to make sure that capitalists and fascists don't pick it up again.
Absolutely. Did I say that?
Our work's
Did I
not
say
done
that
after. Our
incorrectly?
work's
That I
not
said
done
it's
after
up to us?
Jasmine. You're right.
Right. That's what I said. It's up to us.
You,
to keep it
me,
going. Yeah. I'm
yeah,
included in that.
Jasmine
Yeah.
too, because Jasmine's part of the working class, correct?
All right. So there's a lot of passionate people talking at once. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and cut through this fog and let somebody else up. Hey, She-Her, what's up? Oh, the person dropped. Yay.
I don't mean
She-Her,
to
what's
sound
up?
mean.
You're not sounding mean. It's just like I can tell. Like this is like presidency is a passion project, and it draws all kinds of passionate people. So like that's all that's going on here. So I had two people. One person I forgot about. And this person wanted to come up if they're still here. We'll see if they come up. But I understand that you got to go to Blues Live in a few.
Yeah. Stacey, I hope we're okay. Me and you.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, I
I
have
just
to
want to
again.
Go ahead.
othering myself and like not including myself in the us. Yes, very much so. I understand.
Yeah, I was just making the point that it is in our hands, including the people that did the reset for us. Still in our hands. It doesn't stop coming in our hands. Like
Right.
even in socialism, it's transitionary, right? Still need more progress. Still need to push more towards like getting rid of class antagonisms and putting things in unity, and also getting rid of like the state at one point, and get rid of class and money, and to perpetuate into the natural state of human existence, which is communism. You
Right.
know? Yeah. But anyways, thank you. I'm gonna go see what Luke
Okay.
is doing.
Bye, Rufus. I hear you squeaking a toy in the background. Bye. That was so cool. It's like y'all were having that passionate conversation, and I heard Rufus squeaking a toy in the back, and I was like, Rufus.
Point something out real quick. Like most of us were taught or conditioned to be scared of the word socialism or the word communism, like they're bad words. And so removing the stigma from those is so super important. Most people who are like, so scared about it don't even understand what the words are. And they compare them to countries that aren't even relevant to the conversation. But also, it may take more than one term of this reset. So we can't think that the end goal of after Jasmine's 4 years gets us there. It may be
Right.
2, 3, 4 more terms. Shit, it might be 10 more terms of just following this decommodified basic needs program to get to that. So Jasmine has never said that that was their goal, to be a moneyless society in 4 years. Like that's not the goal. People need their basic needs met right now, and I think people might be trying to rush it. And so I just don't want any of that to be misrepresented. That's all.
No, and I don't even think it was misrepresented. It's just like you know, some neurospicy people need things more broken down for them, or they need to express their whole thought to really work through it. Drink water? Hell yeah, I just did. Y'all drink water. Hydrate or die straight. Uh,
Yeah,
Democrat voters are weird. There are no Democrats in here, but all right. Go ahead, Paul.
I mean, that's a true thing. Democrat voters are weird. Anyway, yeah, I had to come to terms with this early on in my, deconstruction and construction of communism and socialism in my brain and stuff. That, yeah, communism as much as I want it, socialism as much as I want it, it is not a light switch. These things take time. Not only do we need to, be on the forefront of educating the people into their own rights, but we also need to, as Stacy put it, we need to be able to pass the baton. And I think Sherman has a firm grip on that baton right now. But I saw that debate. What was that, last month or something like that? And on that stage, I really couldn't see many people that I wouldn't want the baton passed to. Maybe that clean cut guy on the very end, the young dude. Maybe not him, but there were people on that stage that could easily take up the mantle after Sherman's done, and I'd be proud. And now we're talking about 8 years out, and then we can easily find more people to fill those spots, more voices to speak out in the silence. And by that point, the education is going to, become easier and easier. And yeah, but it, as much as I want communism tomorrow, there's only one way to make that happen, and that's a very loud, and I'm just going to stick with loud. That's a very loud way to get it done.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of loud, Stacy go next, and then Sadly is gonna get loud with us.
I just to clarify, in the comments, there was a person who said they want to come up so bad, but they're really far away from being able And I gave them the good news that TikTok changed their rules and you only need 200 to get in a box, 800 to turn your camera on, and 1,000 to host on your own. But for some reason, when I write comments, it sends them when I'm not finished. So my comments get broken up into 2 sentences. I don't understand what's going on. But yeah, that was all. I was just talking to the person down there. But I will give
All
you a
right.
follow so that you're closer to being able to come up in the box and talk to us.
Yeah.
It's 800 to turn on the camera.
Yeah, I thought it used to be 1,000. Now it's 800, huh?
Uh-oh. I made a deal that when I got enough people, I would do a face reveal, but I didn't know I was that close. So
How many
gonna
people
have to
you
get
got?
my haircut. I got like what?
You're
80
one
more?
away. You're one away.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're at 759. Oh wait, no, that's not one. I don't know how to math. Leave me alone.
Good.
41.
41. Thank you.
Okay.
Sadly,
Looking forward to
please,
that day.
with
That's okay.
with the algorithm food.
Hey, I don't know if Drew is still in here, but Drew, if you are still in here, this is not directed at you. This is just something I was screaming in the comments, and I want to be loud and emphatic about here now. We are going to need people to fill these seats. We are going to need people from our communities that care about what we're doing in these seats, because the day after inauguration, age cap policy hits. Do we want career politicians that are younger filling those seats, or do we want people we have vetted from communities and discussed and rallied around as a community in those seats? We need to be focusing on that as well. Obviously, maybe a little closer to actual November, but we may be able to get people in these seats beforehand, because every House seat is up for election. So I just wanted to get up here and feed my friend Algie real quick with the loudness, but I wanted to give a heads up, and I want us to remember, I mean, some of us are Stacy, I'm sure Stacy can't forget it, that we need to be focusing on that as well. We need to be pushing people in our communities to actually look at the candidates. And if you want to have a conversation with people in your communities about looking at the candidates, a good kind of folding in point is talking about Jasmine. Hey, yeah, there's this candidate I'm looking at for president, and looking at these policies they have, I'm realizing that we need to be holding our politicians to a higher standard. We need to be asking them what their plans are for this, that, and the other, and if they don't have answers, why are we voting for them? And that way we can do a 2-pronged approach.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. Drew went to Blues Live. So yeah. Rex is
I just wanted to make
watching.
sure Drew knew that me yelling was nothing to do with Drew. It was just the topic got brought up about, we're going to need people in these seats. What's going to happen after Jasmine? And I think it's important for people to remember that we need not equate Jasmine to a communist or an anti-capitalist, because that puts their life in danger.
Right.
We
Yeah.
need to strictly stick with these are socialist policies to meet people's needs, because the more people push it's socialist, but as a communist, these are my principles, so aren't they communist? No, they just aligned with us. I'm a communist, and these policies align with my beliefs, but you don't have to be a communist for these policies to align with your beliefs. I just wanted to touch on that for a second, because with as much as Jasmine's already in danger doing this for us, I really wanted to point out that we do need to be careful about making that equation, especially when we're not in, friendly company, because that can increase the danger to them. They aren't trying to dismantle capitalism. They're trying to give us the tools that we need to not be sitting and suffering and have the money to spend, wink, wink, on, the things.
Well, y'all gotta remember, Drew doesn't really pick up on subtlety. You just gotta go ahead and tell Drew.
Yeah.
Did
And
you
you're
want to
right,
go next,
Stacey.
Stacy?
That was really what I was trying to point out. Jasmine themselves is a socialist. They call themselves that, but none of their policies are capitalist. So I do feel like it's misrepresenting it a little bit. We need to understand the nuance behind it. We are decommodifying our basic needs. Does that turn and is that in turn a socialism? Yes. But none of the policies are anti capitalism. And it is dangerous for us to not show the nuance in that, even though we can connect the dots. That's all. And I
Okay.
agree with what Sadly said. It's dangerous for us to label Jasmine's entire platform as socialism, because it's not. Capitalism will very much be existing, and it'll actually thrive a little bit. Like, as far as like, if you sell art or sell clothes or sell home decor or you make candles or whatever, because people will have money to do those kinds of things, because they'll have
Right.
universal basic income, they'll have an index living wage, right? All of their basic needs will be decommodified. We'll have more people going to school, in turn more doctors, more nurses, more dentists, more of all of these things, but your money just won't go towards staying alive
Right.
like it does now.
What's up with Comrade Law? Why are you inviting all these people?
They asked if they could invite the capitalists. They're just hate watching, I think is what the comment said.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay. Speaking of watching, I am gonna do the shout outs. Thank y'all to everybody who's still here. Thank you, Test Kitchen, CJ, Paul in the Box, Star, Alexis, Flame. You've been here since the beginning when I was in Shadowban Land. Thank you for still being here. Hello, Golden Life. You were here with Dave. Thank you for still being here. Hello, Jax Drool. Hello, none of your MF business ho. Hello, KG. Hello, Sat. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Katie. Thank y'all so much for still being here. And thank you, number one simp. You're not on the top viewers list, but thank you so much for being here. I know you've been here for a while. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, we're just chilling. But yeah, there has to be, like, just go ahead and spell it out. Like, there can't be a disregard for people's safety, especially black and brown femme presenting people. Oh, I like that you did that. Nice. Yeah, it's just subtlety doesn't work on some people, so you just got to go ahead and spell it out. And I know that there are some things that are better to spell out in private spaces, but yeah. Mojo Jojo, hello. Oh, hey, welcome back, Jeff. But in my time zone, it is 6 p.m., so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Paul, do you have anything that you would like to add before we go?
No, I mean, I always love your lives. I always love stumbling across them and hopping in when I can say a word or two. So
Right
thank you
on.
for hosting it.
For sure. Thank y'all for coming up. If you would like to know what's going on with any of the panelists, please do follow them. They are epic people. My YouTube channel is linked on my bio. We don't know what will happen with TikTok, and TikTok is always glitching anyway. So even if this doesn't fall, go watch my TikTok. Also, I back up all of the videos that get removed on TikTok to my YouTube. So go watch the videos that have been taken down and make racists and rapists afraid again. And I will see y'all later. Take care. I'll see y'all Monday.